We were at a party at my parents' house. This was in 1989. And there were 60 people. It was an afternoon party. It was a beautiful day. And there was a swimming pool there. For the first time, there's grandchildren. In 3 years, there were 6 grandchildren running around. We never had little kids around before. So my 2-year-old son decides he's going to toddle over there, go on the diving board, and walk off and go into the water. And nobody saw and heard him. About a nanosecond later, I picked up the sound. Fathers hear things. Jumped in the water, got him, and he was fine. But scared my wife and my sister-in-law. So they went to Grandpa and said, you know, we love it here, we like coming, but we're not coming back until there's some protection around this pool. So my wife got on this mother quest to call fence companies and try to find some way to protect the pool. So one day she was on the phone with a friend down in Florida and telling them about our quandary. They said, well, why don't you try this mesh fence? It was like, what mesh fence? We've never heard of it. There's nothing like that up here. So she started calling them to find out about it. So she called 3 and Protect a Child. And then we had some discussions. And then ultimately, I came home from work one day and she says, I'm going to be a Protect a Child pool fence dealer and you're gonna go to Florida and learn how to put them in. And that was 1989. We do every job as though it was our own. So when we're down on the ground measuring, you know, 1/4 inch is important. Actually, 1/8 of an inch is important because you want that fence to look great. You have to look at several factors. You have to look at the product, compare the mesh and the poles and the latches. You also have to look who's going to do the installation. Is it somebody that you can depend on? Are they using a subcontractor? Is it somebody who's done 3 fences? This is not an easy installation, and it's even harder to get it to look right. So by obsessing over the measuring, taking the time to drill each hole precisely, and taking the time to do whatever final adjustments need to be done, they're getting the best job possible. We've done well over 1,000 fences, probably have put in 125,000 feet of fence. So at the end of the day, that's the reward. It's not an easy installation. It's not a fun installation. You know, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's dirty, but we get out there, whatever the weather, put the fence in, and when you're driving away, you're realizing these kids are going to be safe.